Hello, my name is Stephen Whitfield. I'm here at beautiful Holmes Creek Canoe Livery. I'm here with Hal Clark. He is the owner and sole proprietor of this business here. We are in Vernon, Florida. And Hal, could you tell me a little bit about your business today? Starting off, what is the mission statement of your business?
It's to take care of families and give them somewhere to go and try to make a dollar, and try to give them what they need to enjoy the creek and the rivers, and try to keep it clean for them, and give them a good place to come, not have to worry about how the people treat them, or I don't let anybody get out of the line with anyone here. I like to keep it cussing down, and it's more family oriented. I try to keep it for the families. But we have some of the wilder ones come, and we try to work around them and do the best we can with them. You know, you got to work with everybody. Everybody ain't the same. So you got to try to hire your help that are humble people that won't get mad because somebody says something out of the way to them and all. Because, you know, everybody ain't having a good day. And that's what we're trying to do.
So make a better day for the family.
Make it a better day for the whole family. This is a good place to come and bring your family, to have family reunions and stuff. It draws families closer together, and we need that at this time in this world like it is right now. Pull the families together, keep them close.
So what are some of the services you provide here at the livery?
I rent canoes, kayaks, and anything to do with rent canoes and kayaks. And I also rent inner tubes, and I do shuttles for people that have their own boats that need a shuttle, need to go pick them up, or they get dropped off, or take their vehicle and drop it off.
And we're also at your park right now. You have a water slide, a swing set. How high is that swing?
Swing, probably about close to 20 foot off the water when you come off of it.
Great.
They do triples off of it.
I've done doubles off of it, so I've been doing pretty good. And we also have a diving board, and right to our over here, it's out of the camera view, we have a zip line.
Yeah. Well, I try to put something here so when the people come in, like if some of the family come in a little early, or some of their friends come in early, they had something to do until the rest of them showed up, so they can have, you know, keep them occupied, give them something nice to do.
And that wasn't here first. The canoe livery was here first, and then you put that, right?
Yeah, well, I kind of started it all at the same time.
Okay.
I started building while I was here. I wasn't doing nothing else. I had to make use of my time when I was.
So how did it begin? How did it begin here?
I've seen a place when I was a kid. How much I enjoyed it, and how much the family enjoyed it. My big family is 7 of us kids, and all my people's daddy's mom, brothers and sisters had big families, and my mother's side of the family were big. So we got a great big family. I just got back from a family reunion.
Wow.
Now 200 people at it. So the family's big with me. I really like family.
I'm one of 7 as well. All right, so your position here is main owner. How do you organize your workers here that keep the facility?
Well, I try to hire one man full time through the summer when I can, and we play it by ear. Most of my people that come are through the week are all appointments, but I do show up. So if they show up and just call me on my phone number, and I got it posted here, I will do whatever it takes to help them any way they want me to, whatever they want. So canoes, kayaks, whatever they want, or shuttle.
So it's very different, but your workers here, they all answer to you, and you have high schoolers.
If I got I've got a big load, I'll call some of them and ask them if they ain't working and need to work, and then set it up that way.
That's really good.
And help them out and help me out.
All right. So what are the biggest rewards of running this canoe livery and being in
Being
recreation
self-employed and get to see them youngins' face when they're having a good time. You get a lot from that. Meet a lot of people. And most of these people this is nice people.
Awesome. Well, what are the challenges? You've told me a few of them, but what are the biggest challenges running a recreation business by yourself?
Biggest challenge is keeping your labor straight and making sure you got all your reservations straight, and not mess somebody up where they ain't got their boats when they come, drove a long ways and get here and ain't got no boats. I've had that happen one time, and I felt about that tall.
Yeah.
And offered them free canoe trips and everything, and I never did see them, and I sure hated that.
Well, you run multiple programs, or that one program of you rent kayaks, rent canoes. You have the facilities here. You also rent supplies.
I charge people a few bucks to come in and use my facility.
All right. So what are the facilities that you manage? You have.
I got a water slide, a dive board, and a rope swing here, and then I got the slip line, but I've got it shut down right now.
And then you also have the dumpsters you manage and the
I
outhouse
keep
and
the
everything.
dumpsters and the outhouse, keep them clean, and keep the trash hauled off to make sure. I found out if you keep a place for people to put the trash, it'll usually end up in a dump. But if you don't give them somewhere to put it, it's going to end up on the ground and in the creek.
Mm-hmm. All right, so protecting the environment here is a big
main thing. I wouldn't have no business if it wasn't for this creek.
All right. Here, when you have workers coming in and out, what is the training you provide, and what is necessary to work here?
Well, I try to put them with somebody that's been doing it and let them train them, because they're the one going to be working with them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a certain way I talk to the people that everybody knows. I started it out teaching them, and it's just been passed down. And we're always open for new suggestions. Somebody find out something easier to do.
Yeah.
Like I've always been told, you give the laziest man the hardest job, and he'll find out the easiest way to do it.
That is really neat. All right. So what is the main things you look for when you hire someone?
I like somebody that'll be dependable. You know, dependability is everything. I mean, it ain't got to be the strongest person in the world, but it helps to be a good, tall, strong guy to do this work, because it's you know, you lift 40 or 50 canoes in a day and unload them and load them back up. You've worked.
Yeah. All right. So
and ice chest. Some of these people take,
I've seen the ice
the whole
chest.
stove. I mean, everything else with them when they go
You
up
might
there.
have to pick the woman up and take her out of the canoe too, right?
Yeah, you can't tell what will be happening down here.
All right. Well, we know this is a very seasonal business, and sometimes you said you were waiting for the weekend, and hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, rain plays a big part in this kind of business. The weather can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Like the year before last year, I got weather whooped me, and I just had to hang it out, you know. But I made it through, and then this year I had a pretty fair year. But I was still recovering from the year of following year, so.
Well, what are the responsibilities here that you have, that you always...
I have to answer the phone, take all reservations, make sure everything's there. I got plenty of paddles for the amount of boats I got, keeping up with all the odds and ends, making sure I got whistles on all the boats. And stuff gets tore up, it don't take long, you gotta replace it.
And so, with all that, all the expenses and all the responsibilities you have, how do you keep this place funded on and off season?
Well, during the winter time, I pretty well shut it down and do most all the work myself. And if I got to go somewhere, it's all by appointments, and there's not very much of it, you know. So I pretty much don't do anything but get everything in shape around, you know, work on my boats and stuff like that in the winter time. Get my trailer axles greased, make sure all my tires are good, everything's, you know, up, keep it up.
And how long have you had this business?
6 years.
6 years.
This was my 6th season. I'll be going in my 7th season in January.
And we talked a little bit. How do you plan on improving this place? I love it already. Me and my cousin come here all the time.
I want to put a lot more things out here for the kids. I want, like I was telling you, I wanted to put a floating obstacle course in that you see them on the internet and around on the beaches and stuff.
So floats and obstacles all up the creek?
All down the bank, right down the edge of the bank on my property.
All right. Well, we also talked, and we talked about the individual benefits, and for me, the biggest individual benefit, me and my cousin come down here all the time, and it is just awesome. We have so much fun meeting new people. We stay fit. We just enjoy the environment right now. It's beautiful. Weather's great. Hal talked to me earlier. He talked about how he provides for the community, that he brings so much business. This is a small town that you wouldn't even know of.
You wouldn't even come here if it wasn't for the canoes.
And the community, he helps out the community economically, and he keeps the kids out of trouble. This is an awesome place, and he keeps the environment clean around here, makes sure to clean up the rivers. You really respect the environment.
Everything where nothing won't float off and get in the creek. And if something does go, we try to go get it, retrieve it, get it where it needs to go, dumpster or wreck it out, whatever it is. A lot of people have decks up down the creek. When they get loose from them, they don't clean it up.
All right, and what are some of the biggest laws? This will be the last question. What are some of the biggest laws that you have to watch out for and
Water
make
management,
sure to stay up
DEP's
with?
got regulations. You have to go through them and check with your county agents and your and DEP and water management and to find out what laws pertain to you if you was going to try to do something like that.
So what offices usually come down here and check out on everything for you?
Everybody.
Everybody comes and messes with you. Huh?
Department of Agriculture, they're over fair rides. You've got the DEP, they're over the wetlands. And you've got the Army Corps Engineers, they're over the creek. And you've got the county. There's a lot of different agencies over the same thing. I don't know whether they're all doing a job or what's going on with it, but we're paying them all.
That is really neat. My personal experience with this place is just, there's a lot of memories here. I've been here ever since I graduated high school. My whole summer after high school was coming down here with my friends and jumping off the swing and just going down the slide. We'd swim up and follow people on the canoes and help them pull it up. We just have a blast here, and you provide an awesome service, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope I can keep growing. Hope things keep working out for me.
Yeah, me too. And you told me some of the problems you have with the county and the city, and I really hope it works out for you.
Political problems is a lot of anybody who's going in business for themselves. That's what's. There's just so much red tape. And so many people got their hand out.
So I got a brochure here. It says Holmes Creek Canoe Livery, and it says fun for the whole family. Divers welcome. Come see beautiful Cypress Springs, over 100 miles of beautiful waterway. So where are we located?
We're here in Vernon, Florida. It's about 25 miles to the river from where I'm located. Cypress Springs is about 3 miles north up the creek. Now this is a spring-fed creek. When there's no rain and it's in a drought season, it's all spring water going down this creek. And it's one pretty place. A spring creek is something to see. You see all the fish. You can just see everything. And if there's trash, you're going to see it. So you got to keep it, a lot of people working trying to keep it cleaned up.
Well, I hope many people come and visit, man. And I really love this place, and I hope you get plenty of workers for the next season.
I love anybody to come, as long as they don't leave a bunch of trash. And we got somewhere to put it. If you just bring it here, I'll get it.
Well, Hal, thank you so much for your time today. This is the two-story swing. There's also a slide and a diving board. We also have a deck out there for people to jump on and jump off of and lay out in the sun. There's picnic tables for food, and there's even a landing over there for people to bring their boats in by themselves. Here's the landing itself for all the canoes. It comes up here. Their kids will help out lifting the boats. We have the office up here where you'll park and everything. More picnic tables, and then here's the awesome zip line they provide. Really beautiful place out here.